Well, this is a welcome change. Good morning, everybody. One game at a time. No changing scenes, no changing controllers. No getting all mixed up about what button does what. I mean, I'll probably still do that, but yeah, it's refreshing. So I realized I had these. Yeah, I guess keep them. I don't need all this, though. Okay. And maybe just go ahead and get on that. Yeah. Hunters in the area. I just raised the lift down here, right? So down we go. There's an elevator switch.
Jill!
Barry? Thank God you're safe.
You too, Jill. A noise I heard brought me down here, but I didn't expect to find a place like this. Have any idea as to what might be at the bottom?
There's only one way to find out.
Hey, Horseman, what's going on? Go home and let someone else deal with it. I would love to.
What the hell is that sound?
I would love to let someone else deal with this.
Jill, go check it out. We had enough surprises for one day.
What about you?
I'll stay here and secure our escape route in case something happens.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, this... It didn't function quite right on the way down. Let me investigate. Yeah, so Horseman, you weren't here on the last stream. We finished the original... A true friend. Finished the original Resident Evil. By way of switching back and forth. So, we talked about it. Seems like the best idea is to just play this one out and then start fresh with a new Switch situation with the Chris campaigns. If I start another game and just keep going, it's going to get so off that I'll be playing like Resident Evil 3 while finishing Resident Evil 1 or something, you know. It'll be crazy. So and I'm happy to do it that way. Easier on me. Yeah, I don't know. I just went to an item box. All I'm hearing is you're avoiding a good time. It is a good time. I have a great time doing that. Although, the last one got pretty wild. A lot of people have Switches now. And, yeah. There were some battles. Felt like an auction house. Do we have 2 switches on Remake, 2 switches on Remake, 3? We're going back to original 4, back to Remake. Do I see 5? Do I see 5 switches? As usual, I need to move the French press out of the way of important information for your everyday life. A garbage compactor. There's a switch. Press it. Well, speaking of... Speaking of switches... Some old supplies. They're labeled waste materials. Well, are they supplies or are they waste materials? And I am, yeah, I was like, I am reading the description on the canister. It's like, if it were a different kind of container and it said waste supplies, like, oh, maybe it's like leftover components that they didn't need. It's kind of waste. But waste supplies adhered, like that description labeled on a big metal canister like that. No, that's something toxic, right? Can I just get down in here? I don't remember. What else do we have? So, the only thing down here is the garbage compactor. Whoops. I don't remember what I crushed in that, but there is something. Oh. Well, I can go down. Make myself into a Jill sandwich. Is that it? Yeah, that would be how I retrieve whatever. Okay. So there's another way up this way, I guess. Maybe Barry found it in his investigation. How's that going, by the way?
I'll stay and secure our escape route.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you don't want anyone else to take the elevator. Don't you just hate that? You're being chased by zombies and monsters and stuff, and then you get to the elevator and the doors are closing. Like, hold that door! And it's just like someone inside the elevator just like shaking their head, just like they hold up their arm, like they're looking at a wristwatch that's non-existent. And they're like, sorry. I got somewhere to be. No time. Oh, I hate it. Oh, fuck. What does that do? Always time for goodies. Always time for goodies. There was no time for the goodies. The barrels are full of gunpowder, but it's so damp here that they're probably of no use. Would you say that they're waste materials? Okay. Is this where I use the broken shotgun? Ooh. I don't have space because I... Oh, actually, I'll have just enough. Nice. Okay. For transporting what kind of materials, though? You know, the only kind that I'm thinking about. Waste. The waste goes up, the waste goes down, the waste goes into the compactor, the waste goes in the canister, gets labeled as such. And then reinterpreted as supplies by Jill Valentine. chemicals. I guess there's just the one way out. Okay. For a second. Okay, yeah. Where's she gonna be? Where's she gonna be? Close. Close.
Barry!
What a fucker. I guess he secured that route. It's okay. Barry secured the escape route. Yeah. He's got it. There it is. He's just proven that it works. And he's made sure no one else will use it. Truly secure. Ooh. I couldn't remember what we get here. I can't get it. I'm full of just nonsense. I can't carry any more items. You don't need those healing items. I've seen you play. That's right. I dodge all the attacks. No need to heal. I never sustain damage. Or, on the rare occasion that I do, I sustain enough to just completely kill me and get a game over. But there's no in between. What do we think? Yeah, I'll stash this. I'll keep this. I guess I don't need the crank at the moment. So I'm trying to remember. This thing is busted too? It looked kind of busted, right? And I did just crush it. The broken flamethrower, yeah. If it wasn't broken before, I made sure that it is now. So that's what I wonder if maybe just put it back under there, flip it on its other side, and then run the compactor again. It should just, like, straighten it out, right? I don't see what could go wrong with that plan. I wonder if the broken shotgun would have worked. I'm kind of curious. I kind of want to... Yeah, follow this logic, right? It's never failed whenever I've bent something in one direction. We'll just bend in the other direction. It never just, like, breaks, causes fissures, or just, like, bends. You get, like, 2 bends in whatever it is. That never happens. Never once has it happened. Broken shotgun. Did I just pass it? That's a regular shotgun. Right, I have so many shotguns. There's a broken one too. Where are you? Right? Or was that in the original game? I'm still doing it. It's right here. I'm just curious. Horseman, I'm trying to remember. Have you played this? Okay, where's the Lisa, first of all? There she is. I feel like maybe I should have hit it. Why didn't I? Because then, like, I was thinking, like, let me go looking to see where it is. But if I do find it, I'm not going to be able to do anything with it. So, yeah, definitely not through here. I think I just need to get around you. Or maybe lure you up this way. Keep you, like, right behind me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, no, 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 no. But I think probably with the timing, I think I have to take that way that she came from. It's like the shortest way. Maybe it's just over here. There it is. Ooh, there it is. Let's try it. Flamethrower or bust? Sorry, I mean flamethrower is bust. It's no good. So you have not. Only ones I played are 1, the original one, 4. Have you played the remake of 4? 7 and the various revelations. Okay. But have you enjoyed the ones you played? The fire's died out, but it shows signs of use. A huge collection of various kinds of dolls. They're all faded and worn. The desk is cluttered with old, beat-up dolls and used candles. Yes, original 1 and both versions of 4. I loved most of those. 4 and its remake are 2 of my favorite games of all time. Yeah, I think I would agree with that. I desperately wanted to just start the 4 remake over again as soon as I finished it. But I'm glad I didn't, because we're about to play it at some point when we get to it on this here stream. So I'll enjoy it even more. That's the only way, huh? That's the only way. Was I supposed to get something down here, though? I feel like I should be taking something up with me. I feel like I'm missing something in this room. Yeah, it's red. Okay. Right here in the middle? It would be such a shame to go up there and just, like, miss out. Not take the item that... Do I need to light that again? The fire's died out? Huh. Don't I bring something up with me? I mean, there's something going on with this mechanism in the center, but what is it? I did exactly that. Cleared everything in the 4 remake before they put out the Separate Ways DLC. Yeah, I haven't played the DLC yet. I'm very excited to get into that. Hey, Splashy Jazzy, what's going on? Huzzah! More Resident Evil. Welcome back. Currently pondering, maybe it's just through here. Oh, maybe it's at the end. I have a memory of, yep. Getting something down here, but I think it's just at the end of this. Here it is. Okay, you're dating someone. First date. It's going great. You go back to their place. Everything's totally normal. Rest of the house, totally normal. But then downstairs is this. All of this. Everything we just saw down here. Up until that moment, you're like, could this be the one? And then you see this. Is there a date number 2? A bunch of photographs featuring a young girl depicting various scenes from her upbringing. More photographs of the same young girl. More scenes of upbringing. This bed is still warm. Ugh. How goth is she? As goth as you want her to be. Again, up until that moment, you feel like you found your soulmate. And then you find the basement cellar room with just like strange occult candelabras and lots of dolls. Lots of dolls. Second date, here we go. Okay, I go back to my tabbing you because I need my monitors and ears. Well, thanks for lurking. I think this looks like a family photo. The mother and daughter seem to be pretty close. In proximity? There's no other thing that could mean, right? Well, they have to be. They took a photo together. They can't be that far apart. Unless it's like an aerial shot. That's how I like to do my family photos. Always by helicopter. We hire a helicopter pilot and like photographer to just get up way up above wherever the reunion's being held and just get everybody. It puts things in perspective. We don't want our egos to get ahead of us. Oh, I thought I had a puzzle box here. I mean, yes? Oh, that's what I needed for the... No, I got it. A family picture and notes. There's something written on the back. November 10th, 1967. Progenitor virus administered. Jessica. Administered virus, type A. Plasmalizing of tissue during cell activation. Virus fusion, negative. Action, disposed. Lisa. Administered virus, type B. Plasmalizing of tissue during cell activation. Virus fusion, positive but delayed fusion. Body modification, observed constant results. Status, continue protective observation. George, action, terminated. There's a journal left by someone. November 14th, 1967. I feel dizzy after that shot they gave me. I don't see Mom. Where did they take her? She promised that we would escape together. Did she escape alone and leave me behind? November 15th. I found Mom. We ate together. I was very happy. What did you eat? What did you eat? But she was a fake, not my real mom. Same face, but different inside. Have to find Mom. Have to give face back to Mother. I got Mom's face back. Nobody can have my mom except me. I attach her face to me so she doesn't go away, because Mom's sad when I meet her without her face. November 17th, 197. From inside box, scent of mommy. Maybe true mother not here, there. Maybe true mother there. Stone box hard. It hurt. Steel rope in the way. Can't see mother because 4 stones. Very good. Very good diary entries. So there's still more to do down here. It's still flashing red. Maybe because I can get the broken flamethrower again? Like go pick it up, come down and get it, and then go back out through the lift? Is that maybe why? Because I do come back down. I guess we'll find out. Is it time for a save? Don't carry the broken shotgun around. There is no reason to do that. Are you in here? Tell me you're in here. There you are. beautiful. Let's go slot it in. I feel like there's shit out here now. There it is. There's the shit. Great progress. Wait. What? Can I do this? Can I get right past you with an expert maneuver? Oh, yeah, okay. It's too scary. Oh, I missed a comment from you. Sorry, Horseman. Professional S Plus is genuinely insane. I watched a lot of speedrunning videos to manage it. Oh, you did it? Wow. I have not played on anything other than normal. That one, like, if you die, you just... There are no checkpoints through the chapter, right? Do you have a preferred technique to get through scary movies or games? Stream them. I guess. Honestly. That definitely takes the edge off, just like talking. You're all in here with me, right? Right? I'm not by myself. I remember playing, like, Visage was a little intense for me. That's the scariest game I've ever played. There were a couple of times I played that during the day. That's about it. I think just, like, playing it by the light of day can really help with that. How about you? I don't do this, but I'm thinking, like, talking aloud while playing a game. I'm distracting myself from the horror. Snacking? I feel like snacking, you can't be like... You can't be terrified and also have a mouthful of, like, Cheetos or something, right? Let's not go that way. Let's definitely not go that way. Yeah. And it's not even faster, so. But then that begs the question, what is the least scary snack? That's not the right way to phrase it. What snack could most successfully, or meal, just a full meal, probably a full meal, could successfully leech the terror out of a given situation? Like, there's no way that I can get startled while, I don't know, spooning clam chowder. Daytime is helpful. I sometimes play a song in the background that doesn't match the tone of the film. Harry Belafonte's Banana Boat. Now we've got daylight and also day-o. I feel messy food would help. Something you have to focus on. Ribs. Ribs. Because it's like, God, this game is so scary, but damn it. There is sauce all over my Elite controller. Oh, it's like in the cracks, but it's like in all the seams. How am I going to get that out? And you're just like, let me see, maybe like a Q-tip, but I'm still covered in ribs, sauce. And then, oh my God, my bib just fell. Yeah, and then, like, how can you be scared with all that going on? Oh, you can still fart. Hey, Soden Boy, what's going on? Welcome. Yeah, that's a good option. Ribs, wings. No? Oh. wasn't in the right spot. There we go. And then... Okay. The two emblems fit neatly into the door. Open it. Pass me those ribs. I think I should maybe save. Is there a boss down here or something? I haven't really done that much, but I think I have a good number of ink ribbons, although it's kind of a hike back to the... let's just go for it. Okay. I don't really remember what's down here. Oh, is this going down to the facility? I think it is. I've used things like Dancing Queen before. Get Back by Ludacris is another one that does wonders. I don't think I know the second one. I know who Ludacris is, but I don't know if I know that song. But I definitely know the first one. And with my love of ABBA, maybe I get a little too distracted. Maybe that's exactly what I need to get just like peak excitement going on. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's not about distracting myself. It's about pairing it with just such a positive, happy stimulus that it overwrites the horror. And then it's like, I love hanging out with Lisa Trevor. I feel like every time I'm down here in the caverns with her, we're just dancing around, following one another. I'm leading. I'm leading this tango we have. So the greatest pop music ever made. Do you remember the end of Tropic Thunder? How does that movie end? I saw it once. All the way through. I can't really tell you though. Get Back is the song Tom Cruise's character dances to while the credits roll. Oh, okay.
You're
okay,
alive.
okay.
I was worried because I thought you were...
Oh shit. Yeah, get him.
Start talking.
Secure this escape route.
Calm down. I didn't want to do it. Believe me, I can explain.
That's what we should have said.
Don't
Jill,
lie
can
to
you go
me.
back? Say, you have time. Say it. How's this for an escape route? An escape route out of life. And I'm securing it with a bullet into your face. That's what you get. I can't believe it. She is down here. And am I prepared for this?
No time to talk. Jill, hand me my gun.
Yeah, sure.
Thanks, Jill.
President Breville. Hey, PM, what's going on? President Prevel. And also, yeah, Breville. I don't know why I said Breville. I don't know, but it looks like if you just sell that word, I think Breville is the play. President Breville. Yes. Let's just use this. Oh, wait. Oh, that's right. I'm doing this. Right? Or wait, that's gonna drop all of us? No, I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Nuclear vessels. Ouch. Hop over here. Hop over here. Yeah. Do it. Do it. Do it. I need to get over there. And you're kind of in the way. Maybe there's time. Oh, yeah. Nice. Berry. Berry. There she goes. Hard to be scared with that in the background. What do we have? Sorry. It would have been very helpful. She's very scary. Oh, this? Okay. I'll play it later to remind myself. But maybe not now, so I don't get my stream muted. I have to imagine Ludacris is on the do not playlist. What do we get? What do we get? What are we going to get? Oh. Barry? So how's it going? You're pretty far, and it only started being October for you? Yeah, I have been playing this. I wanted to kind of talk to Barry. Is he still down there? So I had a plan. Originally, yeah, I had a fundraiser plan that I was saving this for, but I don't know if you remember, we had a fundraiser last month for one of our community members, and so I just went ahead and pulled the trigger on it, playing the Resident Evil games at the same time.
I don't believe that thing's really dead.
And so anyone who donated got Switch points.
Okay.
Now, like a sub to the channel or a gift sub, I'm still giving out Switch points. A lot of people have Switches, so whenever they drop the Switch command, I have to switch the game on the fly. But I finished 2 days ago the original Resident Evil, so I'm just finishing up Remake here, and then we're gonna do it again for the Chris campaign. Just play the Remake and the original at the same time, and do the same for 2, 3, and 4, and then a bunch of other Resident Evil games after that, just normally. But yeah, I wanted to. There's a lot of horror games I want to play this year. I'm very excited. It's my favorite season. So, oh, I have one of these. I don't know where the other one is. How about you, PM? Are you playing any horror games? Wait. Oh yeah, I'm not carrying it. I do have it, but it's not like I have it on me. Barry is a man of braction, not words. That's true. There's a large iron door, but it won't budge. It won't budge. Also, yeah, S+ on Professional for RE4 is something else. Have to finish in under 5.5 hours. No autosaves. No more than 15 manual saves. Must be a new save. No New Game Plus. Ooh, yeah. Not for me. That's not for me. But I appreciate that there are those of you out there who are capable of such things. And get joy out of doing them. Oh, right, this opened. Is it just in here? Inside the coffin is a skeleton. Wait, there's something else. A picture. A family picture. It's a letter. To my Lisa. Day by day, I can feel my consciousness drifting further away. The shots given to me by men in white clothes make some of Mommy's itching go away. Today they gave me another shot saying it was nutrition. When they give me the shots, Mommy's can think straight, but Mommy's shocked and sad because Mommy's unable to think of you all the time. Mommy's afraid of forgetting everything, especially when the memories of you and Daddy, what your faces look like, how we used to be together, they're all starting to disappear into somewhere dark in my mind. Oh, Lisa, I wish I could touch your face and hold you in my arms right now so that I can hold on to our wonderful memories of you and Daddy. Lisa, we can't stay here any longer. We have to escape. Listen to me, Lisa. Our chance to escape is the next time when we go to that lab together. We'll both pretend that we are both unconscious, and when that man in the white clothes is off guard, that'll be our chance. When we're on the outside, let's look for Daddy together. Okay, sweetie? Be strong, Lisa. November 13th, 1967. Jessica Trevor. But could he defeat Boulder? As long as he's fast enough on that QTE. I'm going to play System Shock with the lights off for as long as it takes to beat that. The original or the remake? Still debating whether I play it tonight, though. I caught a bug and it's fucking with my head. I got another game called Slay the Princess as something to play afterwards. Oh, I've heard of that. That looks good. Let me know how that is. Maybe I can catch some of it, although I'll be heading to work right after this. So I guess let's go get the emblem, but then after that, Or maybe there's just one? I didn't... I just assumed there were two because there were two in the original. Maybe there's just one. Let's believe there is. And then we're about to get it and put it in. And make progress. Slay the Princess is on my list as well. We'll have to get to it soon. Horseman, you playing any horror games? I know you're currently pretty busy. A lot of life changes, but you fitting in any spooky games? Medal of Eagle. No, there's gotta be. They gotta have the wolf, right? I don't have it, though. Remake, the original is too DOS and bright and easily seen to call it spooky. Yeah, that seems to be what I've seen. I haven't seen that much of it. I have some experience with the second one, but very little. But I really want to play it. I want to play the original before I play the remake, though the remake looks very good. Just because if I play the remake, I feel like I'll never go back to that original. And I've always wanted to check it out. Oh wait, no, I'm just going down, right? Also, you see in the original's HUD, the play area is like an eighth of the screen, while the HUD is so spread out it's unbearable to look at, let alone use. Really? I have seen it, but I can sort of recall it. I've tried not to watch too much in terms of playthroughs. Like, there's some streamers I like that have played it before, and I've hung out for a little bit, but since I've always intended on playing it, I didn't want to see too much. Been playing Inscription. Ooh, I really want to play that. It's kind of spooky. I definitely recommend it. Heard great things. I own it, actually. I heard such great things, I bought it, and you know how I be. No, yeah, we got wolves here, and then we got... Although, wait. No, we got lions. Or no, they are wolves? What am I looking at? Hey, Frederick, good morning. How you doing? Just showing that I don't know my animals. Okay, so they're just independent. Okay, I was like, do you have wolves around where the wolf thing goes? But those look like lions to me. No, it's just the same story on both. So yeah, I don't have that. I've missed something. Where could it be? Oh. No. It's probably up where I think I have to go fight the snake. Not that. How do I get to the snake? There's also something down below that I've missed. There are multiple things in multiple places that I've missed. Now that Lisa Trevor is gone forever, we think. The end? Question mark. Maybe I can just go down there and look around without being too scared. You played it immediately and then suffered terrible amnesia after deleting all your saves? Yes, that's what I do. That's what I do. Why even play games, you know? I forget so much after I've played them. What's the difference? I'll just tell myself. If I say it enough, I'll believe it to be true. I played System Shock many times, many years ago. I forgot all the details, but I definitely played it. I can check it off the backlog. No need to do it. Well, apparently Slay the Princess is getting updated on the 24th, and they're retroactively doing it to previous owners. So that's something to remember. Cool. Thanks for the tip. Yeah, that looks interesting. Okay, now I think I could definitely justify a save without any hesitation. Because I've done quite a bit. How do you get up there? Because that door is locked. From up above? Go to the 3rd floor? Maybe? Is that what I'm doing? That might be what I gotta do. Maybe that's where the helmet key goes, right there? I have at least one more usage of it, right? So, okay. Yeah, let's go that way. Just gotta hope, gotta believe. There aren't hunters on the way. There shouldn't be. I've cleared this area out, but then again, they have a habit of just popping in to wherever you are, unexpectedly. Okay. Did I leave you alive? Okay. Beautiful. Looking at Steam now, and Triangle Strategy is on sale, and holy damn, that really is the worst name. It's not a great name. Like, we all get the metaphor. It's not the shape I have trouble with. It's remembering what are the vertices or whatever. Like, always, like, I don't have a lot of experience, but when I played Fire Emblem, I'm like, wait. Swords are good against axes, are good against... No, wait. Axes are good against swords, are good against spears, are good against... No, wait. What's the... I know there's a hierarchy here. I don't remember now. I think maybe save before I... That's not a... That's a red. No question of anyone being confused. I've never been confused by it. I like it. Let's just keep naming things after geometric shapes. Or just like... Yeah, numbers and like I'm just thinking like Octopath Traveler, Triangle Strategy. What else can we do? Something we have Square Enix. There we go. We need something. We need a hexagon out there. Wait, hexen. Different kind of hex, but you know. If I had to guess, is that spears are good against axe, axe is good against sword, and sword is good against spear. At least physically, it kind of makes sense. Yeah, I always would try and think it through, but then it's like, well, spear would potentially give you the distance you need and be good against either one. But there was a clear, like, I don't know, I still don't have it. That's why I was never good at those games. Although I did finish. The one Fire Emblem game I finished, really the only one I seriously played was the one on Game Boy Advance. And I didn't even play it that long ago. I played it by way of the Switch online service. and I got to the end, and I had like the worst ranking as a strategist. I remember the game basically telling me like, we don't even know how you managed to do it, but you did. But you made some questionable choices. Its spears are better than swords, are better than axes. Thank you. You love Fire Emblem. What's your favorite one? I enjoyed it. It wasn't... I don't know what... I went in expecting, like, control of my character and to be able to, like, explore and... like, explore towns, explore the world, and then also have this strategy RPG system. Like, when I went to battle, are they all like that one on Game Boy Advance, which I don't know if you're familiar, but, like, no, you're basically just, like, it's cutscenes and then battles, and that's it. There is no going out and exploring the world. They run out the knight from the Last Crusade. You chose poorly. But, to be honest, it's kind of what we all expected, so I'm not surprised. So, go up, and then out the back there, and up the steps. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Let's see. Ooh, Awakening is great. I love Three Houses. Path of Radiance on GameCube may be my favorite. Okay. Do they all play the way... Also, yeah, they're all pretty much like you described to varying degrees. Okay. I wasn't good at it. I definitely got a little save scumming. But that didn't increase my enjoyment, to be honest. So, that's what it's all about, right? But I did find the battles rewarding. I think my biggest problem with the Game Boy Advance one, it was just called Fire Emblem, right? I think it has a subtitle technically, but I think it just went by Fire Emblem. That one, it's like, okay, if it's just gonna be battles and cutscenes and nothing in between, I'll accept that. But you better have some damn good characters and a story to justify that. And then, nah, it was pretty rote. Pretty stock shit. Wait, this isn't going to go where I think it's going, is it? Oh, no, there is a door at the end here, isn't there? Sacred Stones, I think, is the GBA game. Is that what it was called? The Blazing Blade. That's the one I played. The Blazing Blade. Yeah. Maybe there's another one. I keep saying like maybe it's the only one on GBA, but I would imagine there are multiple ones, right? But yeah, that's the one I played. They got more complicated as time went on. I would imagine so. Also, like, playing a Game Boy version of any franchise, like, you are probably getting the most rudimentary, watered-down version of it, right? So I figured that. That's why I was curious, like, do they all play this way? Maybe this is just... No? Oh, no, I just didn't get the key that I came all the way up here to use. That's the exact express purpose of being here. I didn't get the key. Another day in the life. Yeah, later games did a better job fleshing out characters to actually care about them. Yeah, basically, I mean, there were like some I liked, but not really because of any personality, like attributes. It was just like, oh, you're great in battle. I can't lose you. You're my closer, you know? And I like that. I mean, that's part of the experience, right? You get invested in characters because of how they function in battle as well. No, yeah, come around here and then just go out. That's... Sure. That works, right? Also, most now have relationship systems and stuff, so you get to watch people's lives unfold between missions. Okay, I think I was hearing that with the most recent ones. Three Houses, probably. But there was another one since then on Switch, right? I'd skip past the handheld ones, honestly. I looked at the DS ones and it got eye-rolling. Yeah, probably if I played another one, I would just go for the most recent. Really, it was just like, I was in the mood. I've been curious about the series for a long time, and they put that Game Boy Advance game on the Switch Online. It's like, well, now I own one. Let's check it out. And I got invested. And I was really into it for like 10 or 20 hours. By the end, I was like, I am ready to finish this journey. It just kept going. I was pretty over it by the end of it. The most recent may have the dumbest haircut, but fuck it, it's probably the most interesting. Yeah. The Switch ones, Switch 1 is quite good. Of the DS ones, Awakening is excellent. Oh, okay. It took me, that was a game I played on lunch breaks. There are a couple days during the week where I have like a kind of a lengthy lunch break. It's like over an hour. So that's mostly how I played that Fire Emblem game. So it was a very, like, it took me, I don't even know, months and months. I want to say like 6 months to see it through. Maybe even longer. I didn't really play it much outside of that. Gave me lots of time to think and strategize and get insulted by the game at the end for my subpar choices. So those choices came by way of thinking deeply about what I should do in every situation. Or we could just say being distracted and having a short amount of time to make as much progress as possible on a lunch break. Maybe that's why. That's my excuse. That's why, yeah, I wasn't at my best. We got ads in 2 minutes, 38 seconds. Why am I going this way? Is this faster? Wait a second. Where's this going to take me out? This is a better way to go. Why wasn't I going this way? Hey, I'm just right here. I don't know what I'm thinking. Okay, well, now we know where we're going. Am I set up for success? Not really. Let's just see. The worst ones are when your choices aren't real, or you're only allowed to make stupid choices. Those are the only kind of choices I make. Seems like a game series made for me. I could have done this way before everything else I just did. And then I would have had the emblem. I could have just been right on it. Oh my god. Oh my god. A collection of philosophy books. They're all about the eternal question of life and death. Well, maybe we should just stay here and ponder stuff. You know, I'm in no rush to find out about the death side of that. When I say stupid, I mean side with the villainous person because they said the cute girl is evil. But also your options are yes and yes, that kind of thing. Oh yeah, I don't care for that. Yeah. Some games have managed to pull it out. I want to say Kentucky Route Zero. I don't think your choices, like your dialogue options, matter too much in that game. But a reviewer I really like, he phrased it as like, you're not making choices to determine the outcome of the game, you're making choices to determine the tone of the game and the atmosphere and like the sort of whatever deeper meaning is within each scene. And I really love Kentucky Route Zero. So sometimes it works. It just depends. how interesting they are and how meaningful they are. In that way, Anthem did that a lot. Yeah, I played Anthem for a decent bit. I don't really remember what it did, other than test my patience. So ads are here. So I'm gonna be right back. Like 1 minute break, and then we'll see what is at the end of this hallway. We kind of know, but I won't spoil it. See y'all then. All right, thanks everybody for hanging around. Remember we talked about Iron Mouse, most sub streamer on Twitch. She recently got more than 300,000 subs, and I think she broke the all-time record. Yeah, I forgot to check her out. Let me pull that up so I don't forget. Oh, Frederick, I was trying to like think through things that. Oh, she's live right now. I'll give it a look. I listened to the Norwegian folk music and really enjoyed it. So thank you for that. I was going to say waste your time, so it was almost right. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was unfortunate. I really liked the action in Anthem. It felt good. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. It was a very frustrating experience trying to play with friends, though. And just like how they kept interrupting everything we were trying to do together. Whoa! Not today. Not today. That would have been a great moment, though. Acid versus acid. Oh, God. You're not really acid. It's not a venom launcher that I have, but, you know. Actually, yeah, I don't know. It's not the same. Woo! Old books have fallen from the shelf. Yeah, I'll say. Yeah, games that are so story and decision focused but allow for multiple characters are always odd. Yeah, it's just the game was trying to be too many different things, and sometimes you can pull that off, but sometimes the very nature of the things you're trying to do are so at odds with one another. It just does not work. Well, it says the room is clear, but what if I just kept looking around for stuff? Chairs for browsing. Chairs for browsing. Hmm. Would you say that you can browse while seated? I think of the act of browsing as standing and sort of like pacing along, like walking amongst the shelves and looking at different books and picking some out to then be enjoyed while seated. I don't know. What do we think? I mean, it's a chair for browsing. Unless the intention is like I get in it and then I just scoot it along this tile floor and just take it with me. Treat it like it's a roller chair. The knob is broken. Doesn't look like it'll open. Typical. I usually prefer to just play those alone. Yeah, I played it alone as well. And then with friends. And I had major issues either way, but I didn't hate it. There was a lot I really liked about it. I was just kind of disappointed that it wasn't working because I could see the potential there. The only games that have succeeded at that are Divinity Original Sin 1 and 2 and Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah? Of the games I know of, at least. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have any personal experience with it working, I don't think. Because I haven't played those. Definitely feel like Baldur's Gate 3 would be an exception, yeah. There's too much risk to take the plunge oftentimes. Better to wait for consensus. Still prefer them alone. Other than Original Sin 1. That one is made for 2 players? Really? Made that mistake with Mass Effect. Never again. What's the mistake you made with Mass Effect? I can go ahead and pop this out. Okay. Cool metal. Let's go. Jumping in early on choices in story games before finding out if it's hot air or not. Gotcha. Oh, wait. No, I'm just going back to the main hall. Right? Yes. Okay. So in that case, just right here. In Original Sin 1, you make 2 characters if you play solo. And your characters will have important dialogue with each other, where you control both sides of the convo. They did add a personality setting in a patch that lets the other character make choices like a traditional companion, though. But it is very much made with 2 players in mind. Ah, I see. That is not... I had no idea about that part of the game. Now I definitely see what you mean. Yeah, it'd be like playing chess against yourself or something, you know? Well, yeah, you can do it, but it's all me. So what's the point? That's cool that I didn't know about that system. Yeah, I think I would have to have that patch, right? If I was playing it, if I were playing it by myself. Maybe it's time. Maybe it's finally time. I see all the ads, you know? I see all the AI bullshit out there, and what's the one I've seen around lately? Make AI companions. Make an AI friend or girlfriend. No, I don't want to pretend to be in a relationship with you. I just need you to play the other half of... Which one was this? Original Sin? I need an AI friend to play Original Sin with me, and then we're done. Or playing a TTRPG by yourself? Yeah. At that point, just like... Look, just write a novel. Similar energy. Okay, I was thinking I wouldn't interact with that. Dialogue with NPCs involve both players making choices, and if you disagree on important choices, you do RPS, or just agree on a choice in real life, of course. Okay, cool. Is it literally just rock, paper, scissors, or is it like a system in the game that is designed as such? Like functions in that way, but it's not actually literally that game. Rock, paper, scissors in game. I don't need to save. I just saved. It would be convenient to be here, but also, this is what I do. It's like, it's an open spot. Fine. I don't need to scroll all the way down to find the others. And then that's how I end up with just like portions of the same item scattered all through this chest. It's just it's a fucking mess. Speaking of, and I doubt you have personal experience, but from what I understand, playing TTRPG stuff in Japan is expected to be run a lot more linearly than what we're used to in the West. It's what informed how JRPGs were designed in video game land, apparently. Interesting. I do have friends, and we play tabletop games together. They're all Japanese. But we have not done that style of game yet. We play a lot of, like, engine builders and deck builders, and... it'd be interesting to see. Maybe I'll suggest we do one of these days. An operating table is set up against the wall. There's nothing particularly special about it. Oh no! You blew it. You blew it. So it goes. Now I gotta burn you. Part of the desk is covered in what appears to be some kind of an acid. It's locked electronically. Alright, let's go burn you before I get distracted and forget. And then regret that choice. And I guess on the way back, let's just pick these up. The choice each character makes, even if they lose rock, paper, scissors, gives you personality traits that give bonuses. So me and my friend would pick our choices. Rock, paper, scissors interface comes up. And then we would argue in real life and just pick who would win the RPS. I love that the choices give you personality traits. That's cool. Maybe. I'd be interested to see the expectations. Maybe it's one of 1,000 lies people tell about Japan to seem smarter than they are. Yeah, I guess... Could be. What I've seen is just people take an anecdotal experience and assume it's just the way things are. Like, that's an interaction you had with one person or a group of people or in one area. And then, you know, and it's easy to do. If you're an outsider, if you come from a foreign country, you just assume, like, well, that's the way things work. Like, no, it's... I don't know, is it like 130 million people? What's the population? 125 million. So, sometimes people make the mistake of just, you know, taking that one experience and assuming, well, everyone does it this way. I'm gonna get more discs, so maybe statue for now. Maybe just hang on to it. Put this away. And maybe take some shells. Try and do it this way. I wonder. Oh, I already have 2. Wait, do I have more than 2? I have more than 6 when it comes to shells. That's what I'm talking about. Just dropping portions of things just all over the place. What a mess. Alright, this is what I came here for. And you. Okay. I guess I'll keep this in case I find the terminal. That way we got the traits you wanted, but the path we chose wasn't up. Yeah, I like that. I think that's the way to do it. If you have someone to play a 100-hour RPG with, I highly recommend Original Sin 1. I would love to. I would probably be the flaky one in the in the arrangement. More so than any friend, I would be the one testing their patience. I can be, I'm sure, frustratingly non-committal when it comes to keeping up with like a like Dungeons and Dragons group or like anything like that, where like we have a set arranged time that we need to do regularly. This one is less social interaction but raw numbers. Apparently Call of Cthulhu is the most popular RPG over there. Yeah, actually, one of the guys at the group plays it. I know, at the very least. Having looked at the system, I can understand the appeal. It gets real lethal. That's really cool. I wish Call of Cthulhu was more popular here. I played one session of Call of Cthulhu, and it was really fun. Had a great time. I need to check it out, because I love craft. You know? I love the craft. Oh, wait a second. Well, yeah, I thought I had clearance there. Well, well, well. Alright, let's, uh-oh. Oh my god. Maybe we can get both. What do we think? Or neither. Okay, one. One out of 2. Not bad. So I guess I should burn you. I guess. I think... Am I going to be coming in here a lot? Let's do it, I guess. I'll have a couple refills, right? Because one of those was left over from the previous oil container. Shoot. Whoops. There's another I find people are more soft towards called Delta Green. It's like Cthulhu without the Lovecraft baggage, and a neat focus on operating like a sleeper cell. You explain that to people, it somehow sounds more interesting for some reason. I'll have to look into that one. I haven't heard of it. Nice. Tiny eggs cling to the sides of the containers. Gross. Delta Green is modern day, right? Yeah, actually, I should pull it up now so I don't forget. Ooh, that looks cool. I like the look of this. The biggest issue with stuff like this and why we haven't done it yet in my group is because I'm the problem. You know, my Japanese just is not good enough to take on stuff like that. Already, like, when a lot of times we'll go for like a 5-hour session. Because we go to like a board game cafe and we all meet there. And usually by the end of that session, I am so mentally exhausted because I've just engaged in usually like multiple games and like tried to, and a lot of times we're playing like new stuff for the first time, like checking out, because they've got like a great assortment of different games, tabletop games. So I'm like trying to learn the rules of something new in Japanese, and then just like it's exhausting. It really is. And that's with stuff that like has a lot of like pieces and like physical things and like things I can read, and I'm not like, we're not creating it. It's not like heavily conversation based, you know? A symbol resembling a power area is carved into the lock. I guess I'm going down here. I think the tech limitations of the 20s are very interesting. Oh wait, I missed a couple. Modern to 80s. Call of Cthulhu is 20s, right? Yeah. It might also be what people want to deal with. But I agree. I love that era. I think it's a fascinating time. Because you are getting rapid technological increases and like advances in some ways that are starting to connect the world. It's like just such a major transition point, right? We still got all the holdover from like old steam-powered stuff, and yeah, it's a cool setting. Yes, the issue with you learning it, these are crunchy games, so they're a lot like the older 40k RPGs actually. So a lot of rules you'd have to translate in your head and out loud coming at you all at once. Yeah, it's probably something I would have to get some familiarity with in English first, and then take that knowledge in with me. Is what I really need to do. VAct. Researcher's note. There is no evidence that when the host loses consciousness, the body goes into a dormant state. During this time, the virus becomes active and rapidly transforms and reconstructs the basic composition of the body. The host eventually mutated into a humanoid creature. We call them VACs. Its speed and amazing muscular development are particularly noteworthy. After transformation, it becomes more agile and aggressive. Already, 4 of our researchers have died from trying to feed it, turning the place into an instant bloodbath. Ever since this tragic and barbaric accident, we have decided to call its kind Crimson Heads. That dangerous and precious prototype specimen can't be left there. We have to figure out a way to deal with it. Termination is definitely not an option. We finally decided to freeze the specimen and confine the body inside the basement of the backyard cemetery. It all comes together. Another issue with some TTRPGs, like any of the Warhammer ones, are the fact that they are worlds with very established lore. Every time I talk to people about playing them, people's lack of knowledge of the settings gets in the way. That's true. Whoops. I wonder if it's the same. Is this the same as well? just enough to get me thinking I was going to get away with that. And they fuck with me. They switched that up. All right. An information management server. It appears to be broken. A row of LCD monitors. They must once have been used to display something. Sometimes we get some like speculation, like, oh yeah, I think they were doing, you know, experiments on X in here. It's like a row of monitors. I feel like at one point these were probably used to display something. Shelves. Probably used at one point to house goods. Probably various things were set on display here, maybe organized away or made available for easy access. Books and maybe jars and other boxes could have been on these shelves resting here. A variety of chemicals you've never seen before. And more chemicals. And more chemicals. Wait. No, I'm just trying to get the... Wait. Oh, is it here? There it is. The battery pack. D&D also has established lore, but the rulebooks make it easy to just play generic fantasy campaign. Yeah, I mean, I've played it, and I don't really know the lore. And I guess it just depends on your group, you know? I was also playing with people that played often, and were like, they weren't treating the campaign as a joke, but they were just open to, like, you know, wherever we wanted to take it as amateurs. In a 40k TTRPG, you gotta remember to honor the machine spirit before using technology and shit like that. Yeah, kinda. You can actually work with that a little, since so many planets in 40k, and much of the fantasy Warhammer is deliberately keeping people in the dark for their own good. So ignorance can work if you're willing to explain it when it comes up. Okay. You should display Microsoft Pinball and occasionally Solitaire. Free ski. Is that the name of the game? I mentioned this the other day, and then I was trying to remember. Is that actually the name of the game? Ski free. Ski free. The cadavers are frozen, wrapped in body bags. But yeah, the problem is when they're supposed to know things already. That is true. There are ways around it, but most people I talk to are a bit intimidated. I am. Part of a corpse lies on the operating table. After my experience with Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines last year, I'm newly like, I would love to get into that. The tabletop game. I followed the World of Darkness channel on Twitch and watched some sessions a few times. Super cool. But it's another one where like, oh, I don't know. I need to read more lore. Biohazard mark. Hey, that's the name of the game. It indicates the presence of biologically hazardous materials. Ski-free Yeti just bursts into the room. I talk about Resident Evil as being my first horror game, but it's not correct. It's actually that. That was the first thing that scared the hell out of me as a young kid playing video games. Okay. Where else can we go down here? I gotta get the password. Oh, maybe... Right, I haven't even been down here. And also... Let me go drop some stuff, I guess. Maybe I'm about to use the Mo disc. Let's see. Wait a second. These handles turn out. What a wild ass way. They rest at vertical and then you pull them. That is so unnatural. As a door opening motion. Look at this shit. What in the world? I've never interacted with a door like that, I don't think. Has anyone else? Weird. There's no good way to do it. I mean, I guess if you get the opposing hand. But even that's unnatural. I don't like it. Will you take the French press and X-ray? I mean, I can kind of see what it is, but I really want to play Shadowrun. Oh, that's another. Like, I've played one of the CRPGs. Love the world. Yeah, that would be a good one too. But that's another one people are intimidated by. And whenever I look for random groups to join on TTRPG Discords or Reddit, they are all very experienced players. Few groups want beginners to join, and the two groups I managed to find over years of trying, both didn't work out past session 0. You know, it would be cool if there are a bunch of us interested in that to try and put something together at some point. To pick one and check it out as a community. A memo on the message board catches your attention. There's something scrawled on the notepad. To use the electronic door, place the initials in alphabetical order. Okay, I can't think right now because I can't even engage with this. I got to go drop some inventory stuff. Researcher's letter. Maybe designed as a safety mechanism since it would be hard to accidentally open them. That's a good point. Yeah, what am I thinking? I'm thinking like this is such a poorly designed door. It's not easily openable. That's the point. That's the point. Yeah, a zombie isn't going to accidentally like bat that open, right? Which it could very easily do with like something resting horizontally that just needs to be pushed down. Yeah, good point. There is a reason for these things. World of Darkness is a lot of contradictions for me. I like the idea of it a lot, but I hate the way they present it. I want to play it, but the people who play it, I don't want to play with. I think it lends itself to cool art, but I just see people post their fetishes instead. It's weird for me. I see. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't, like, I checked out, like I said, that channel. Watched some of that. Not to any great degree. I just really love the lore. I was really taken with the lore last year. The world building of it all. Very cool. While finding D&D and Pathfinder groups, that is super easy. That's a good point, yeah. Wait. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's super easy to find D&D and Pathfinder, but I just don't want to rest in that world constantly. Vampires are inherently kind of sexy, and the rules themselves talk about it in kind of horny terms. That's true. It's like one of those, like, it's kind of what you're signing up for. Like, non-sexy vampires. No leather, no bondage, no group sexy times. Are you even dealing with vampires anymore? June 8th, 1998. My dearest Ada. This is what we need. By the time you read this letter, I will no longer be the person you once knew. No, wait, no, it's not. It's not going to tell me. Well, let's just read. The results of my test came out today, and as I suspected, it came out positive. I feel like I am teetering on the edge of reason just thinking about my impending doom. I would give anything not to have to become one of them. As far as I know, you are not infected. I sincerely hope things do not reach such a desperate pass, but if it has turned out that you are now the last person remaining alive, I want you to get the material from the visual data room. Then activate the self-destruct system in the power room and escape from here. Please do everything in your power to make this whole accident public. If everything is still running normally, you should be able to release all the locks using the security system. I've set up the terminal in the small security room so that you can log into the system using my name and your name as the password. You will need another password to release the lock of the door in the basement level 2 where the visual data room is located. As a safety measure, I have coded that password into an X-ray picture. Röntgenogram. Oh wait, maybe it's just rentgenogram? I'm trying to think. Because like that's going off of that's the German, right? Because the Japanese word Rentgen I think uses that.
Röntgenogram.
Yeah. Let's get this in American, please. Can we get this in American, please?
Röntgenogram.
No, I said American. Here we go. Oh, you don't have there's no sound file for that? We gotta go elsewhere. Come on.
Röntgenogram.
There we go. Röntgenogram. Röntgenogram.
Röntgenogram.
Röntgenogram. Röntgenogram. Don't get me wrong, I get where it comes from. I'm not knocking that, but people go a little too far often with it. No, yeah, I mean, I see what you're saying. I'm with you. Like, that's not what you're trying to sign up for, and it can go a little too far in that direction. That's cool if that's what people are into, but that's not what I'm looking for either in a gaming situation like that. You know, I've always been the type to only play that type of thing with good friends. Same. Since I get invested, I can at least kind of trust the people I'm with not to bail on during a campaign. Yeah. Well, I say that, like, my current group that I play with over here, I just kind of went out searching for friends who wanted to play tabletop games and found a bunch of random people. It just grew a little bit. Actually, it started because I was like looking on the Japanese version of Craigslist, Jimity, to find someone in my area that wanted to play tabletop games. But it is a way to make good friends by way of that. So I've stuck to the quick start stuff. Easier for me to just read and understand. Yeah, remember Chernobyl, 10,000 Rentgen? Yeah, I guess I just didn't know how to pronounce it. There's just one last thing. One more thing. Guess I don't know how to pronounce some of these words either. And it is my last request. I hope you never have to lay eyes on me in this state. But if you do happen to run into me in my hideous form, I beg you to put me out of my misery. I hope you understand. Thank you, Ada. Yours truly, John. The password. John, Ada. I knew that part. But we've switched it up from the original, so now I don't know the next part. All my characters are asexual and aromantic. It's not a thing I'm interested in RPing. So I think VTMB just isn't for me unless I find a perfect group. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, certain aspects of certain role-playing communities, like, again, it's just not for me. I think it's cool that people are doing that. I want to take it to some of the levels that they take it to. In any number of aspects, but I'm kind of simple. You know, I just kind of want to more buy the book campaign and just, like, focus on the game part of it. I'm often not looking for, like, getting too deep on, I don't know, on the role-playing side of it. You know what I mean? Whenever I look at groups with open slots, they talk about flirting and sex being parts of it. Maybe seduction is a tool in that game, but it's not the only one. Huh. Yeah, that's when I get turned off, so to speak. Okay, let's drop these. And also these. Hell yeah, I got a bunch. How many of these am I going to get down there? I would hate to run back down there and just run out of slots. So let's not do that. It's not far, just come back up. Hey, Object Power, what's going on? How we doing? We doing. Let me tell you what. It's so easy. It's so nice just to play a game. And just play that game. And at no point can anyone make me play a different game when I'm in the middle of something. I'm not complaining. It's been very fun. But it's kind of like... It's kind of like Goku training in 100 times gravity. And it's like, alright. Let's get back at... Yeah, hey, Hermano. It's like, wow, once I take off all this weighted clothing, I just feel so free and easy and breezy, you know? I'm sure there are groups that are a great fit for me. I don't mind those things being a part of the campaign. Just groups tend to put it as a focus. Yeah, my D&D groups all agree beforehand to leave that out of our games. That said, a Dom DM. Okay, I'll check this out. Thank you. Every time someone's built up any sexual tension during a D&D campaign, I make my character stab them. Oh, is that what you do? You build up the sexual tension, and then you go for a stab? I see. Yeah. Thankfully, it's only happened a couple times. Oh, you're almost at the end? I think so. I can't remember, like, does the game expand in any other ways unexpectedly? Because, like, some of the things, and just coming off of the original, like, oh yeah, it's really reminding me, like, how much they broadened this area out, or, like, added to this section, you know? Locked. But yeah, I'm trying to finish. I woke up this morning and I just had a desperate desire to play Silent Hill 2. I'm so excited. I want to get into it. I think I might play the remake. I think what I might do this weekend is have a Silent Hill 2 celebration weekend. I think I might play the original. And then the much maligned, but I've never played, remastered version. And then play the remake. Just all three. And we can really look and see. And then, you know what? If the remake isn't great, well, I will have just come off of playing the remastered version, which I don't think would be good. From what I've seen, it doesn't look good. So I'm just like, anything is going to be an improvement, maybe? That said, maybe even that could be too high of a bar. I don't know what to expect. There's space to put up an X-ray photograph. I've played D&D and Pathfinder where flirting and romance has been featured, and it's fine. VTMB groups just tend to have a disclaimer about how much of it there will be. I had a friend in high school who was really into that stuff, invited me to her site where she RP'd with others because we talked about vampire, and she said I'd get into it. Whole lot of lesbian goth fantasy in there. Thankfully, it didn't break our friendship, but I had to give up on that. Yeah, like I was saying before, like a lot of this stuff, like I appreciate it as being like a shared communal experience and an outlet for people who have those interests. But I just want to play a game. So, like you're saying, like that's what I'm looking for. I'm not really looking for like a deep role-playing extended experience where we're living out alternate lives. Like I just want to get in there, do a campaign, fight some stuff communally, and have some fun, and come up with some weird, wacky solutions to some situations with my friends. Nothing makes my short sword into a claymore faster than a good crit stabbing. You may like that a lot. Heard good things. Yeah. The original, the remastered, the remake, and then finally the Wii game. Wait, what the Wii game is, that's Shattered Memories, right? Silent Hill 2 Remastered is made by Bloober Team, the makers of great games like The Medium. The most medium of games. Yeah, I'm familiar. I really like the Blair Witch game. More than I think anyone else who has ever spoken about the Blair Witch game has. I've only ever heard mediocre things about it. I quite liked it. I did not like The Medium. Did not like it. But there was potential there, and there was some cool stuff going on in that game. But by the end, I was like, fuck this game. I hate this. Get me out of here. Then buy a used PS4 with a copy of PT. Man, I would love to play PT. I think saying the most medium is too kind. Yeah, the thing is, it does have some stuff going for it conceptually. Like, having two realms running at the same time is very cool. They just don't do anything interesting with that idea. It's a cool concept, and it was very pretty at the time. Like, that was like me playing that, like, wow, next-gen game. It looked really good. There are some really cool environments in it. Like doors and walls made of skin and stuff. Some cool monsters. But the narrative is absolute dog shit and has a lot of awful subtext. If you think about it too long, it's like what this game is communicating is bad. And the gameplay it goes from boring to just outright tedious and frustrating by the end. Yeah. It left me with a really bad feeling by the end of it. But the first leg of it, I was into it. So that's why, like, yeah, maybe it's like the lower end of the medium part of the spectrum. It glorifies suicide, isn't it? It kind of just, like, stigmatizes or just mental illness in general. It does not seem to have a good view on that. I forgot about the Blair Witch game. The Blair Witch game has some really cool segments. What about the sequel to Large? And the prequel to Small? No, sorry, I think you're thinking of the Venti. You have to use the right jargon. The Venti. Well, it either glorifies suicide, or the game is about literal demons without any allegory, metaphors, subtext, etc. And it's super sequel extra big ass fries. Yeesh. Part of it is glowing red. There's a space to put up an X-ray photograph. John, Ada. Okay, let me think about this. I have not thought about it yet, but now's the time. Gail Holland. Name is on it, Clark David. And then I was talking the whole time. We've been deep in conversation about other topics. What have I learned? Something about putting them in order, right? This is wrong. Wait a second. Alphabetical order. Yeah, I was just trying to like, I looked and then I was kind of like reading chat and not really. That is what I remembered reading, so okay. And I can't take those down. There's a space. Okay. So we got F. Whoops. And B. And what? Do we have anything over here? No? Okay. And then what are you? Gale. That's an H. And D. Okay. Okay, and then is it just like combining? Oh, is it just like knowing the name of the body part? And then is that the code? Is that what's going on? That wouldn't be right, right? Like lungs? Is it L for lungs? Wait. Oh, did I miss a couple? Wait a second. Yeesh or comb. Wait, what? I'm not even sure how I got comb out of a word that shares none of its letters. Well, it thinks that you're speaking Somali, I guess. Google Translate doesn't give me anything like comb from yeesh. Bot. Explain yourself. Oops. Okay, so I have to imagine it's just like, it's 4 letters, and the letters correspond to the highlighted parts, but then, what am I looking at? Is it I for intestines? Is that what we're doing? Well, what would this be? Is that E for the esophagus? Or what? Might just be the names. It might just be, but then why are they highlighting the... And then L? Whoops. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. And then lungs. Maybe it is just the name. It would be like... Oh, but then... Would it be first names or last names? But it's got a... The highlighted portions have to come into play, right? Was there more information in here? Was there like a missing piece of this that connects the two? Oops. Oh, geez. No. Yes, there is. Okay. So, place the initials in alphabetical order. Yeah. And I have it in alphabetical order, right? A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, we're good. So then it's L, I. And it was esophagus. Okay. L-I-E, lie. And then lies. Or no, liver. L-I-E-L. Oh, wait, no, but we got the stomach and the... No, we don't. We got the lungs. Okay. So, large intestine, esophagus, liver and lungs. So I guess is it just like L-I-E-L-L, maybe? Or no, it's colon is what I'm looking at, right? So C-E-L-L, cell. That makes more sense. And it's 4 letters. Okay. I was looking at the colon, right? Wait a second. And that's over yonder. It's funny, by the way, this is the second day I've been in a stream chat and talked about D&D preferences. Yeah? Try jabroni. It's too many letters. Can we get jabroni down to 4? No. I think the best you could do is like a J-B-R-N-I. Jabroni. I think that would communicate it still. But I think if you drop any additional letters, it's not going to be clear what you're going for. I think you need at least 5. I think you drop all the vowels but the final I, which I think is necessary. Otherwise, you just got jabron. Which actually, jabron and a pinch. If that's all you got. Whoops. Okay. Cell. Permission granted. Unlocked. Hell yeah. I thought you were typing that in. I could have done it. It's too late now. Alright. I do have to leave early today. I got a little bit of time left. Maybe just go accomplish a little bit more before we save and maybe finish this up over the next couple days. I don't know what's tomorrow. Is it this or is it Little Nightmares? They're both coming up at the end. Alright, let's go upstairs first. Oh, hell yeah. Every time you have a good Dutch tweet, please feel free to bring it into this chat. It is always welcome. What do we got today? I won't read it to y'all so you get the full effect, but I would recommend you click that link. Oh, Jesus Christ. What's the translation of this one? Oh, unable to fetch translation? Alles klar for de gangbang. No, it's got to mean something else than what I think it means. Yeah? Oh, that's a reply? Okay, I see. Oh, man. Yay, the cuck chair is available, something like that. Oh, man. Well, I know what I'm learning on Duolingo next. The film has been set into place. View it? Let's watch. Umbrella. Bioorganic weapon. Official report. MA39 Cerberus. I wonder if that text there is just as gibberish as the one in the original game. FIO3 Neptune. MA121 Hunter. T002 Tyrant. Bioorganic Weapons Research Group. Development Staff. Wait a second. Who's that on the right? 834-176. Wait, 70623. 8675309. Everything is ready for the bot has your back for the second one. It knows exactly where that came from. There's no mistaking that. Think about it. Bot, is that our next target language? There's a map of the lab. Take it? Yes. Oops. You got the map. Videos are stored on the shelves. They're all security camera recordings. Well, how do we know unless we watch them? Let's just get cozy in here and watch some videos. Wait for this whole thing to blow over. Security protocols. Level 1. Heliport. For executive use only. This restriction does not apply in the event of an emergency. Oh, ads are here. We're going to snooze them because I'm getting out of here in like 10. Basement level 1. Passage to heliport entry is prohibited unless accompanied by a consultant researcher or the chief of security. Unauthorized persons entering the heliport will be shot on sight. Now that, wait a second. Shot on sight? That's sight as in location, not sight as in being sighted. I haven't been misunderstanding that phrase, right? Shot on sight, upon being seen by the person holding the gun, not shot on the site where they are. Have I misunderstood that phrase? Shoot on sight. Is there a shoot on sight like this is spelled? Did you mean shoot on sight S-I-G-H-T? Well, I think that settles it. I got it right. Yeah. This would imply that they will be shot at this location. That's what I'm saying. It's like, well, yeah, where else would we... I mean, I guess. Like, you'll be shot here. We're not going to take you anywhere else and shoot you over there. It's going to be right here where we see you. But we're going to emphasize where we're doing it, not that we're doing it upon seeing you. Elevator. The elevator stops during emergencies. Basement level 2. Visual data room for use by the Special Research Division only. All other access to the visual data room must be cleared with Keith Arving, room manager. Basement level 3. Prison Sanitation Division controls the use of the prison. At least one consultant researcher, E. Smith, S. Ross, A. Wesker, must be present if viral use is authorized. What? Triple lock door. Entering into the room is limited to the sole person who deactivates the lock with all the passcodes. Accessing the exclusive output terminals located in each section of the senior researchers deactivates the lock. It's so funny how knowing Norwegian English means Dutch is sometimes just 100% legible. Alice and Klar are spelled and mean roughly the same in Norwegian. Oh, yeah? That's how you get ghost girls crawling out of your TV. That's a good point. But it's fine because I'm like being proactive here. I can watch the Ring video and then she doesn't even call me. She's like, you know what? You just showed it to like everyone watching your stream. You're good. In fact, I'm going to have to get you a punch card or something to like get you like a loyalty rewards sort of system set up here because you're showing this all over the place. So yeah, okay, I had that right. The first tweet also has a fun example of a compound word. The type of chair becomes a part of the chair, becomes a single word. Yeah. It's a very fun example. Passcode output terminals. Use and access of the output terminals is limited to authorized senior researchers. Basement level 4. Regarding the progress of Tyrant after the administration of T-Virus. Illegible hereafter. Typical. There's something else in here. And it's right in front of me. There it is. Absolutely. But also, did I get the... No, I did. There's also something else in here still. Whoops. Just a different spelling of the word, but no. Fun fact, through is a correct spelling of through. Is it? Is that considered correct? Uh-oh. Okay. I always assumed it was like, I don't know. I associated it with like marketing, like drive-thrus for like fast food restaurants and stuff. I figured like it originally was just like a, I don't know, maybe a stylistic way, a way to capture the attention. It was a marketing technique, and then it just like became so ingrained that at this point, it's so ubiquitous in culture that it's just like, yeah, it's a word now. That's how it works, you know. A passcode entry terminal. So that's why we're not done here. Yes, but then what am I putting in? I don't know. Jabroni. A B C D E F G H I J A B P Q R. Oh. Error. Okay, we couldn't fit it. Sorry. I tried. Hey, Goron, what's going on? How's Remake going? It is... Honestly, I'm not being... It's a true statement. It's so relaxing to just play this game now that I'm not switching between it and the original. It's actually a major relief to just play it this way. I'm having a great time. It's been very fun switching the games, though. By the way, you have switches remaining for the next one. We're going to do it again for the Chris campaign. So I finished the original Jill campaign. I figured just play this one out, and then we'll start fresh with playing the original and remake again with the Chris campaign at the same time. Through is a relatively old word. Really? 1839? Wow. Often representations of dialects, Scottish and Yankee. Oh, okay. Cool. It was not clearly differentiated from thorough until early modern English. Cool. Thank you for that. That's a cool fact. Oh, neat. Glad to hear you're having a chill time with just this one. Yeah, we'll see. I might be asking for trouble with that statement, but I am trying to find a good place. I do need to go to work. But can we do a little bit more? Maybe. Let's go see. I got a few minutes. What are you playing at the moment? Got any spooky games lined up for October? By 1880s in standard use or, wait, as a simplified spelling. Yeah. Okay. That one's still locked. That's the one that the Mo discs operate, right? But maybe I can go just right in here. It's locked. A symbol resembling a power area. Okay. How about here? It's locked. Yeah? Wait a second. But I did... maybe that isn't... No, I think that's the final thing. This is... unlocked by way of the Mo discs, I think? Let's check. It's always interesting to find out how many shortened words and phrases that became popular with texting are actually pretty old. Yeah, it is. It's really funny, too, when, like, you know... like... the crankier generations bring that up as, like, a development of language, and, like, actually, that predates you. It's a long extant phrase or word. I was thinking I might want to play Siren in October. Hell yeah, good choice. I've always wanted to play that. The big one for people is Silent Hill 2 Remake. It's going to be hard to ignore it. I think I might play it. I'm thinking I might just have this weekend. I've been wanting to do a Silent Hill 2 playthrough. I've never actually rolled credits on Silent Hill 2. So I need to finally finish it after all these years. I don't even know that I got that far. Like, I remember clearly going through some of the initial areas, like the apartment building and all that. And then the memory gets kind of fuzzy. I don't know how far into Silent Hill 2 I actually got all those years ago when I rented it. So all I've, like, 1 and 3 are the only ones I've seen all the way to the finish. So, now's a pretty good time. Got to get in there. Running out of time. So, okay. I guess I'll go looking for the answer next time, because I do have to wind down the stream here. It is a work day. So I gotta move. I'll be back tomorrow. I don't know. It's this or Little Nightmares. Or I should probably finish one of those before I start Silent Hill. Never rolled credits on Silent Hill 2. I did not. It was a rental, and I rented it, and I loved it. And like what I played is like one of my favorite gaming experiences. And I just never rented it again. And then all the years passed, and then Silent Hill 3 came out, and then I bought that and played that through and loved it. So, yeah, I just never went back. And same thing with 4. I borrowed 4 from a friend, but then the friend wanted it back before I'd finished it. So I haven't seen that to the end either. And I loved what I played with 4 too. It's like I'm a very big fan of very limited portions of 2 Silent Hill games. So. It's definitely worth it, the OG. The remake will probably be just fine. Trying not to be swayed by nitpicks. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what to expect. We were talking earlier. Bluebird Team doesn't have like the greatest track record. I'm not like the biggest fan of their stuff, but they have made things that I have liked to a certain degree. I am more interested than the Metal Gear remake, though. Probably the Metal Gear remake will be better, because it seems like it's going to be mostly the same game, just prettier. But having just played that, and like if nothing... Like, I'm more interested, I think... I don't know. Personally, I don't know if this is a better thing. But me personally, I think I'm more interested in maybe a worse experience that's different in a lot of, like, maybe interesting or expanded or just different ways than like a better remake that basically is the exact same game, just like made prettier. Because like I kind of want to be paying for a different experience. Like I own Silent Hill 2. I bought it so I could play it on original hardware here. Finally. So I don't really want to buy it again, just prettier. Like give me something different, even if it is worse. If that makes sense. The problem with the nitpicks is that a lot of them are important for the atmosphere, from the ones I've seen at least. That said, I've never even played it and no real interest in it. Yeah. You're referring to the fog? The fog is a big one. Yeah, that was the problem from what I've seen with the remastered version, right? On like PS3 and Xbox 360. They removed a lot of that. As well as like other... I think there were like voice actor changes and stuff too, right? So fog's a big one. The Metal Gear Solid 3 remake looks bad again. It started convincing me, then it started looking bad again. Yeah, what looks bad? I haven't really been keeping up with it because I'm not going to get it. Maybe I'll play it at some point. But that's one, like, I've decided I'm not really interested, at least at the moment. But I hope it's good for everyone who is interested. Huh. Why does it feel like no game has managed to get fog right since the PS2? PS2 was very good. Made some very foggy-ass games. Nintendo 64 also. Very foggy. You just need a limited draw distance. We need to go back. I learned of the fog through this post showing Alan Wake 2 fog, which immediately makes me biased against Silent Hill 2. I guess I haven't 100% decided yet, but I am thinking I'm going to play it. But maybe if it really is like thoroughly bashed and it is kind of the remaster. Remake? Yeah, I was thinking about playing like the original and then the remaster and then the remake for an ultimate comparison. But I don't know. Is that a good use of time and money? Anyway, I gotta go. Do we have time? I don't know. Let's see real quick. Any friends we can raid? I'll send you over to Sumi's spot. How about that? So, gotta go. It's an earlier date. Like, work start time today. Words, sentences, syntax. But back tomorrow, same time. And something scary. Come on by and see what it is.
To your house.
For your T-Virus, for your zombies. Thank you all for coming. Y'all have a great day or night or whatever you got on your side of the world. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.